Tips and Hacks series. Today, we're interviewing Andrew Jenkins, a social media expert from Volterra, about fostering community engagement through authentic storytelling. Andrew,
Thanks for
tell us a
having
little
me.
bit. You're welcome. How many years have you been working in social media?
16.
16 years. All right. So
But
lots,
I've
lots
been
more.
online, working online for 30.
For 30 years. Holy cow. All right.
I'm
That's
old.
like, well, your experience. I saw a meme the other day, and it was a relatively young person saying, I told my kids that I'm older than Google and they didn't believe me.
So very true. I'm starting to refer to myself as the oldest social media expert out there.
All right, so let's talk about building tribes through authentic storytelling. Tell me if you could just get 3 points over to entrepreneurs to remember about building a tribe through authentic storytelling, what would you want them to know?
Well, the first thing is, I would say that don't make themselves the hero. If they're trying to do, build their business as an entrepreneur, their customer has to be the hero in the story. I mean, someone talked about, especially in social, about giving it all away.
Yeah,
And there's a great phrase from someone I know, John Ferreira, the
yeah,
founder of Nimble, which is a small and medium business CRM solution. And he says if you teach someone to fish, eventually they figure out that you sell fishing poles. So if you lead with being supportive, assisting people, helping them as the hero, slay the dragon in their own
yeah,
business, then you're very likely going to be successful. And this idea of kind of giving it away, like in the content space, people like there's a big shift away from gated content. Give it all away, make it friction, make it accessible, and in so doing, you build rapport and trust with those target audiences. And it's a cliche, but to be authentic and transparent in how you engage with them, because in this day and age, you can get called out with a couple clicks online, and I know whether you're trying to redirect me or whether you're legit as an entrepreneur. You I would say those are the key sort of things that I would convey.
Okay. So to sum it up, number one is give it all away. Number two is
Well, to make them the hero,
make them the hero.
because nobody wants to hear me drone on about how great I am.
Yes,
It's
yes,
how do I uh, well, if we take it back to this idea of value proposition, people need a job done,
yep,
a pain point addressed, or a
yep.
need met. So what are you doing in your storytelling that addresses one or more of those three?
You're right.
And if you're making yourself the hero, you're likely not addressing any of them.
Yeah, that's so perfect. So they're the heroes, number two, and then be authentic. Yeah, it was really interesting. The whole question I asked you was about authentic storytelling, but you reinforced that. It's like be yourself, be authentic, be who you are online. Otherwise, what are you doing really? And you can
Well,
get called
if
out for that.
one of the things that we're seeing, I mean, it's going to sound like I'm contradicting myself when I say this, but one of the things that we're seeing is this shift, especially on platforms like TikTok, which translates here to Instagram as well, if this is going to be a reel. Um, this idea of entrepreneurs sharing their journey. But when they're sharing their journey, the angle that many of them are taking is not themselves as the hero. They're also being authentic and transparent about the challenges, the challenges they're facing, the
Yes,
failures that they are experiencing, and they're winning over their customers who want to be supportive.
yes,
They're not forgetting what they're trying to accomplish for their customer,
yeah,
but some customers see not so much themselves in what this entrepreneur is trying to do on their journey, but they like the authenticity, the humanity, the vulnerability, the honestness, the transparency. But if it starts veering into look how great I am and etc., that's not the same as celebrating a victory, celebrating a win,
yes,
a
yeah,
milestone, and so on, but with an element of humility. And
yeah.
that's translating really, really well on social.
I love that
One
you said
one
that,
example
Andrew.
in the interest
Sorry,
of
go ahead.
time, but one example I love is on TikTok. There's a woman who's on the spectrum and is very challenged to communicate verbally, but her mother has helped her, and they have a T-shirt business, and it's not exploitative. They've made the young woman the centerpiece of the business, and
Today.
it's her passion to make people smile. And even though she can't articulate it as well as others might,
Yeah.
that still comes across.
Yeah.
And they show her bundling the T-shirts to be shipped out, and it's not perfect. It's a little messy, but people want the messily folded T-shirt because they know that she touched them.
Yes.
And
I love it.
I couldn't pick a better example of
That's a
authenticity.
great example.
Because
That's a great example. And I'll tell you, I've been playing with that myself recently, and I can tell you that, and maybe for those some watching, it can be a little scary to be exposed with the pieces that are not perfect and putting it out there for the world to see. But
yeah, or
I love what you
showing
said about it actually communicating with it helps us actually communicate the message that we're out to communicate and make the difference that we actually want to make.
yeah. 'Cause in that particular instance, the customer feels more connected to the entrepreneur because they
Right.
know that entrepreneur touched the product that they're now using.
Yeah. Yeah. That's great. Andrew, thanks for taking the time with me this afternoon. So great to have
My
you. I
pleasure.
know I know we're going to have you on the AI series. We're going to do that in a little bit, but thanks everyone for tuning in. You can follow us for expert tips on designing your ideal life and living your freedom lifestyle as an entrepreneur. Remember, authentic storytelling can make all the difference in you building a loyal and engaged tribe. See you for now, and we'll see you again real soon.